Oh.
If I just said, I thought that word could have came out very wrong.
We don't. Basically, hello, listeners. Welcome
Good
to
evening,
this week's podcast.
good morning, good afternoon.
What I like to do to Matt is we'll be having our little pre-show chitter, and then sometimes I like to just click record. and Matt could be saying anything, and I'll just. I
nearly
away,
did.
And there we go. But who knows what he's talking about? No context here. You'll never find out. But hello, Matt. Hello.
Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
Mate, I've got the merch on my head. I've got a Don't Be a Hero podcast hat on right now, dear listener, which you can go and get yourself via our link tree. If you're on Instagram, social media, wherever, you can get a little link to that on our link tree. We've got the hats, we've got the t-shirts, we've got everything you need. They are looking flipping fly. This is our flex version, so this is a high quality cap. There's also a airable version of the hat as well. There's two sizes, small. This is an XL. It's fucking sick.
It's good. It's sitting on your head well. The logo's looking lovely. Mate, it is. We are pushing the merch out
now.
Love that. So do have a look at our merchandise available. Do you know what I was enjoying earlier, Matt? I was enjoying the reels from our wonderful interview with Vivian Kerr the other day.
Great episode. Great interview. Great person. Vivian was a good laugh. We continued the conversation floweth after the podcast. It did for about 10 minutes, didn't it?
Oh, it was great. We had a great old chat about Shakespeare and such like. It was good. Really cool. But I am ready. I'm here. We have been. Yeah. You've been
on the What If
content.
train. Plowing that.
No tomorrow, and now we're getting back on the What If train. We've done episodes 1 to 4 last week. And unless you have any other pre-show pitter-patter to talk about, Matt, should we just get
do you know what?
in,
I do.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go. I was thinking, I just thought in my head, I was like, do I wait to the end? I was like, no, I'm going to do it now. So we're not reviewing this today, but I don't know whether we should. We might. I mean, I would say we should, but I watched the Christopher Reeves Superman documentary, which is on Now TV, so it's on Sky. HBO documentary. Just off the bat, right? I watched it. It's 90 minutes. It has got to be the best documentary I think I have watched in a very, very long time. Now, dear listener, if you are listening to this right now and haven't seen it yet, go and watch it. So I was texting you for us was Nigeria this. Yep. And I think one of my texts revolved around I have been sobbing for about 30 minutes. Good. I'd say a good 45 minutes, actually. So I am a massive, obviously, we all know this, Superman fan. My earliest memory of being introduced to a superhero was seeing Christopher Reeve flying as Superman. That is the earliest memory I can think of being exposed to a superhero. And I grew up watching Superman 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I watched them so much so on the VHS, on those videotapes that we used to get, to the point that they'd burn out. And I knew about the accident. I knew that he was not able to walk ever again, respiratory issues, all those types of things. But I didn't know the level of activism that he did for those in similar conditions to him at the time, but just accessibility as a whole. He's got the Christopher Reeves Foundation, which I think's now just changed to something else foundation. I think so the kids have taken over as well with the foundation, and the sheer level of work that he put in to create funding for accessibility and disability, but then also just the story of him trying to rehabilitate himself, and then also his family, his children being in the middle of that. More importantly, his wife being like, I don't want to, because again, I wasn't aware of all of these contexts and stories. There is a bit at the end that absolutely floored me, and the other thing that completely floored me as well was the relationship he had with Robin Williams. I didn't know they were best friends.
Wow.
They were best friends. You and me, mate. You and me. On a wonderful little journey, right? And there were so many great interviews and talking heads with like Glenn Close, Susan Sarandon, all about talking about Christopher Reeve, but also talking about Robin Williams. And then when Christopher Reeve died, I think he died 2005, 2006, that knocked Robin Williams for 6. And there was kind of like speculation that was kind of like the beginning of the end for Robin Williams. Never really kind of recovered from that. And it's just, it's beautiful. There were some absolutely incredible quotes. Can I just tell one quote?
Of course you can, mate.
Can I tell you one quote? Shit, where is it?
Quote. Is that the quote? I don't know. I think we could have.
Do you know what? I'm going to play it because I did an audio recording of it. I'm going to play it. Okay.
Here we go.
So this is the ending of the documentary. It doesn't reveal anything. It's just a little soundbite of Christopher Reeve. Oh, here we go. So again, sorry. Preface this: the context. He was asked, "What when you think of a hero, what does it mean to you?"
When the first Superman movie came out, the most frequently asked question was, "What is a hero?" My answer was that a hero is someone who commits a courageous action without considering the consequences. Now my definition is completely different. I think a hero is an ordinary individual who finds the strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles.
What a quote!
What a quote!
Perseverance
What a quote.
through enduring obstacles. But like, there was another quote that sorry, I'm going off on one here. I know it's just nearly 10 minutes, but like he also did a wonderful quote where it was like, a superhero is for everyone, not just a 5-year-old. And there was these two quotes that just rung in my head. And again, just kind of looking at our logo, "Don't be a hero." There's a reason why we're called that. We were talking, the whole premise that we did with this podcast was about kind of celebrating the everyman, the humans. We all need a hero to idolize, but it's the endurance and the resilience and the hope that Superman gives us as a human race to believe that we can impart those elements, those human elements, to not be a hero, but to be our own human hero, right? So it's honestly, mate, I was fucking, it floored me. Go and watch the Christopher Reeve documentary. It's just stunning.
And in non-related news, we are currently sponsored by HBO Max. We're not. I just, you were really like you were messaging me when you were watching it. You were taken aback by it.
What a man! What human!
Superman's your vibe, man. Superman is you,
But then,
I'll give it a watch.
It goes back to James Gunn. It goes back to this new Superman. Whenever it's brought onto our screens, it has to be somebody that has all of the elements that Superman requires. And Christopher Reeve did that in abundance, and he did that in abundance not for the first time on screen. We had other iterations of a TV Superman beforehand, but this was the real first version that gave a quintessential, authentic version of Superman. And we've had that. I think Brandon Ross did it pretty well. I think he was a good Superman in a bad Superman movie, unfortunately. We had Henry Cavill playing it to absolute perfection, and I would say that is the closest that we have got to a Christopher Reeves likeness. I'm really intrigued to see what David Corenswet does with this role, but you can see through that trailer that there is that element of hope. There is that element of the Superman that we all love and know. But I think we're gonna get something a little bit different, something that might be a little bit more colourful. That was taken away in the Snyderverse, something that was a little bit more vibrant, and I think we've got to lean into it. Lean into it, and don't say it's Marvel-ified. Don't tell us it's all, is James Gunn going to Marvel up the DC. It's not that. Because there was vibrancy in Christopher Reeves' Superman. So let's celebrate it in that way. Rant over.
Some lovely words there. Some lovely words. In true style, we're now going to pivot completely away from this conversation, because not only are we focusing on Marvel, but we're focusing on characters on an animated series, which is pretty much only exclusively for children. So there we go. Let's take all of that wonderful advice and all of information, and we'll see you on the other side of this intro when we explore What If Series 3, episodes 5 to 8. Will it be less shit than last week? Stay tuned. No.
So good. No.
What if? So this I all week, Matt, I've been watching this, right, and I've just finished the last episode, and I have just been I'm trying to find good things, and I'm trying to be a better person, Matt, right? And I'm trying to like, cartoons did not my bag anyway, right? Like, I prefer live action, but that's just a taste thing, right? So I've got to get past that. So I get past that, and then I think, it's that, it might be aimed for young people. That's fine, These are cool little stories. I get over that. I get past that. But then I see shit writing, boring episodes, and I think I just can't get past him. I just don't understand. But let's go back, because it does get better, doesn't it? It does get better.
It does, but yes, it does.
But in order to get there, we deal with episode 5 initially, which is What If the Emergence Destroyed the Earth, which is Quentin Beck, which is cool. Have some Quentin Beck,
Mysterio.
some illusion, a little bit of Mysterio.
But we get Riri Williams.
We get Riri Williams. But we get a completely one-dimensional story, which is not worth half an hour.
I mean, this is the running theme of What If, my friend. Something that has absolutely no consequence until we get to the final 3 episodes. Which, well, we get to that in a minute. But so this is a very standalone episode. It's very clearly, deliberately placed for us to be introduced to a variant. This is an R Riri Williams in Ironheart that we'll be kind of seeing when the show comes out later this year. However, I thought the introduction was fine. I think it was interesting to kind of get the personality traits out of Riri, and I liked the idea of this kind of the absorbing of the iron suit and then taking all these kind of like Vision-esque. Do you know what I mean? However, I didn't know whether all of this is kind of like something for us to expect when it comes to the series. I don't think it will. Yeah, mate. Like it just felt like it was so self-contained, and again, so little kind of depth to it all. There's not really much else to say other than the fact that we got a little introduction. We got Quentin Beck that came back, like again, supreme Quentin Beck, Mysterio evil. Fine. And then that was that. The end.
Do you
know what I mean? That's it.
One of the things that's dawned on me, right, is that one of the issues with this series is they might as well all be the same character. Right, we might as well just have a villain and a good person.
Yes,
because there's no nuance to any of the characters. Because there's not enough time to establish a personality. So they're all just the same thing with possibly a different power. Although to be quite honest, in this episode, they all end up with the same fucking powers, right? And so similar powers, and just different voices. And that's it. That's it. And I think, previously, Matt, that's why I enjoyed the Howard the Duck episode so much, is because it brought a level of personality. Like Darcy and Howard the Duck they're different, right? It was a different vibe. And we have achieved that in the past with episodes. For instance, in this episode, they had Wong, right?
Yeah.
Wong but you wouldn't know that Wong is Wong in this episode, right? The Wong that we see in She-Hulk, right, has a bit of a personality, a little bit different. This gone. It's just complete because there isn't the time for it, but therefore it really creates a vanilla episode every time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the problem I had is that they didn't decide to tie things in or make things make sense until later on, which then made the pointlessness of watching all of these episodes beforehand even more so, because they have absolutely no impact. The other thing is that I think it's the second to last, and I'm jumping here, but there was a second to last episode. There was a line that the Watcher said when he was just demonstrating the whole concept of what if, and us just being these passive people that are just having to kind of just observe these ridiculous kind of possibilities. Do we need a singing and dancing Agatha? No.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do we need to see Howard the Duck and Flip? What's her name? Darcy. To then have a kid that is introduced to a character called Birdie? Maybe. Because it's potentially an origin in there, so there's something that, and I think the reason why you might have enjoyed it more for us is because there's actually there's intrigue. Yeah. There's no intrigue in any other episode. There's intrigue in this in episode 4, but again, coming into episode 5, we get all these characters that we know. We got Wong, we've got Mysterio. We're introduced to Riri, but the intrigue isn't there because it's not our Riri. We know that there is a version of that character that's going to be put into play in their own little origin. We also were introduced to this character in Wakanda Forever. So it's not even, I say introduced, we're not even introduced. We already know that there's a Riri Williams. So does it add to the character? Does it add any intrigue? No.
Also, this series, right, and this whole series, there seems to be a real emphasis on Stark Industries in every episode.
This is the thing.
And I don't
He's coming back.
Yeah, I know. It's just
Stark,
a really weird.
Tony.
I'm like, since when was Stark embedded in every single story? He's not. So therefore, we can have an episode without a reference, like to the point where I think episode 7 has like a really obscure Stark Industry reference. Oh no, it's not episode 6. It's the next episode, right? It's episode 6. So what if 1872, right? And it's when they're on the train, and a character goes, "Oh, this is Stark equipment or Stark Industries equipment," and I'm like, But what? But why? Why are we embedding the tech? I mean, you've got Hammer tech is there. Like, there's other things that we could be using, and Stark is being mentioned everywhere. And like you say, the only reason I can understand is that they're trying to re-embed Tony into everybody's brains, ready for Doctor Doom, where he doesn't play Tony Stark. So,
no, I mean that. But why? Again, I spoke about it last week. But those writers of this series, sat down and gone, okay, what if? And must have pitched all of these ideas, why did we see for the first 5 episodes, let's say, of this season, weak ideas, one-dimensional ideas, self-contained ideas that don't even have any big moments or anything that's kind of revolutionary to a character, or just good to see? No good levels of storytelling. Like, surely there are better kind of what-if concepts, bigger stakes that are more interesting. Do you know what I mean? I think we could all probably think of one right now and go, that's probably a better story. You know? Like, why would you have like an MGM version of Agatha? You know?
Yeah. It's bonkers.
Why? Yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
So what did you think of What If 1872? Because I'm going to go back to what I said earlier, right? So in this episode, you've got Shang-Chi, you've got Kate Bishop, and you've got John Walker, right? These are 3 characters with very clear personalities in the MCU.
Yeah.
Very clear differences as characters. And yet in this episode, again, they have no personality between them. They might as well all be the same character, because the writing distinguishes nothing about each and every. Shang-Chi, I just can't. All of these episodes just rip apart any personality, and for me, that's bad writing, because that writing clearly isn't good enough that we can tear these characters apart. I couldn't tell you that was Kate Bishop. That might as well have been any person. That might as well be anyone.
There was no essence of any charm in Kate Bishop. The Kate Bishop that we know in Hawkeye, the jovial, youthful, funny, quirky, sarcastic character, was not to be seen. It was a completely different character. And fair enough, you're doing a variant. There might be completely justified reasons to why that character's not acting that way, but we need to learn that. You can't just throw it at us and go, okay, because it literally could have been anyone. It could have been any character. No, and I didn't buy it. I didn't believe it, and I was just kind of getting pissed off, going, why are these 2 partnered up? Why did people decide to partner up Kate Bishop and Shang-Chi without actually explaining properly? Like, it's just, mate, fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It is. It's just fucking stupid. What's the point? Who is this for? What is this series for? Why does it exist? Because it hasn't done anything for the MCU. Hasn't done anything.
No.
It's just driven a bit of shit in for cash for like Disney Plus. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I completely agree. I checked out of What If 5 months ago.
2 years ago.
And here we are.
First season. And they decided to do 2 more.
I was like, oh no, this is not my. But, you know, at least we get to follow this up with Dead.
That's true. We'll talk about that later.
The quicker we can talk about this, the more we can jump onto something completely different.
Next.
What are you drinking? Are you drinking that toxic waste water or whatever it's called?
Toxic waste water?
What's it called? It's got
called
Trip. A funny name in it. Oh no, that's not what I thought you were drinking.
Yeah.
What's Trip? Tell me about Trip. Tell me about Trip, because I don't want to talk about the thing that we're talking about.
Trip is a CBD infused drink. It's very good. There's loads of little flavours in there.
Matt's getting high whilst talking to me on the podcast.
It does the opposite. It takes out the highness, so it keeps you calm. It's really good for anxiety. It's really good for focus. It's really good to have at night time. So here I am having one. Yeah, it doesn't. I think it's virtually impossible to get high if you drink one of these. I think you might need to drink at least 50 to remotely feel any effect.
Right.
It's true. It's true.
As I watch Matt's face, suddenly like just days over.
Hi guys. Matt's not high, he's just having a stroke.
Somebody called an ambulance. Oh my god! What is? I thought it was the water that you were drinking. What's that water called? Like toxic metal?
Liquid death.
Liquid death.
Toxic metal. Oh, I fucking love that.
That's gonna be the name of our band, mate.
Yeah, I love that.
Forest and Matt in Toxic Metal coming up for you.
Oh dear.
Wait, yeah, cool, brilliant. Well, that's a little ditty that will save us 5 minutes of talking about what if. Right, episode 7. We're getting better. What if the Watcher disappeared? So this is kind of what we've been asking for. A little bit of a story, an actual story that we can follow. So the Watcher has been tampering too much with timelines.
He saved that boy, didn't he? He saved that boy in the train. There was something else he did beforehand.
Train. What did he do? He did something on the emergence, didn't he? He saved Riri.
Yeah.
Saved Riri.
Yeah, that's it.
So he's caused all kind of stuff. The other Watchers aren't happy about this. They are fuming, I would say, about this.
Mate, you're meant to observe. You're meant to be doing nothing. But here you are, flicking those fingers, saying, "Oh, no, you stay alive." Flicking those fingers.
He's getting very excited.
It's getting handsy. The Watcher, it's a bit handsy, actually.
No, you want to? No, I'm sorry, but you want to avoid the Watcher. He's not. He's a wrong'un.
Watch out, kid. This is where you die. You see those giant Watcher behind him with a hand coming up.
A giant what's it?
What's it?
Just see that giant what's it emerge into the sky.
What's it? Oh, no, kill me. It's too cheesy.
It's a lovely bit of business. Look at the handsy what's it? Oh. Yeah, Mr. Oh, right, there we go. 3 Watchers. So you got the Eminence, the Incarnate, and the Executioner. Who are putting the Watcher on trial. It's all gone Pete Tong for the Watcher, mate. Who we then find out is called a name.
Utu? Nutu? It's something new.
Uatu.
Yeah.
Who are you two? Who are you? Christ. I'm sorry, listeners. This is getting no better. We have so little interest. Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I'll go. I'll jump in.
Infinity Ultron. Talk to us about Infinity Ultron.
Okay. So this is, I think, for me, this is when it gets good. I say good by what if standard. It gets better marginally because we get a callback, right? So we get the Captain Carr that we met from season 2, actually season 1, playing all the way through, and we get Storm Thor, which is pretty fucking cool. But again, no explanation to how and why. Which that would have been nice. We get Birdie. So
we get Birdie. Natasha Lyonne.
Yeah. Do you know what's really funny? Is that I was watching this earlier while I was sorting out my children's beds, making new beds, and Rachel came in and went, "It's not Natasha Lyonne." She literally just heard like a 30, like not even 30, like 3-second kind of sound bite of her voice. Like, yeah, it is. Brilliant. It's great to have her in. I think it'd be cool to see that character in real life.
100%. That is the Birdie is definitely. But again, this takes us back to my plea from last week. We need a Howard the Duck movie because then that we would have a reason to have Birdie. We don't really have a reason for Birdie.
Turns up. Oh my god! Yeah.
So I mean, they're hinting at it, Matt. We have had Howard the Duck twice in this series now, and Natasha Lyonne, that's a high price to pay for Natasha Lyonne to voice a character. So
yeah, that's true.
Watch this space if that's not already been pre-agreed in the background. So.
We get Infinity Ultron turn up, the Earth Destroyer, the Planet Destroyer, the Universe Destroyer. It took me a while to realise that was who that was. But look, we're getting callbacks. We got a callback in that bit. We got we need this. We need him to help us. We need him to help us because he's the only one that can help us to get back to find the Watcher. Blah blah blah. The concept was there. Nice idea. I don't know why. I don't know why the Watchers are the baddies, because they're just doing their job, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, their job is to just observe and not to interfere. That is the rule. Why can't the Watcher just go, I won't interfere, because that is the rule? I don't know. Like, it's kind of like... It's got like...
Yeah, you've almost... what you've done there, Matt, is you've almost pointed out how pointless this might be.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean...
Just, you know, what if there is no need is the name of the next episode.
We are basically saving the Watcher because he didn't do his job properly. Literally.
Yeah.
It's like his boss has gone, sorry, you've actually interfered a couple of times. You can't do that. We were very clear. Actually, we were very clear in a flashback, actually, when you oathed that you would not do that, and you have done that multiple times. Therefore, there will be a consequence. But no, you're going to kill us instead.
I think this might be some of the best writing, though, because do you not think it's symbolic of 21st century and young people's non-ability to take responsibility for their own actions, Matt?
I like that.
Maybe. It could be,
Maybe.
you know, actually, you're getting employed to do a job, and quite frankly, if you don't do the fucking job, you can expect your consequences. Okay? All right? You don't get to swan around here, fucking Lillian, and do what the fuck you like to do, okay? All right? Just because you think the fucking earth revolves around you, Lillian, all right? I don't know who Lillian is or why I'm referring to them like this, but if you're called Lillian out there, shut your fucking trap.
Could you imagine the Watcher just like going, I can't believe it. I've just had my boss just tell me that I've interfered. Do you know what? I'm just going to go on TikTok. You know what, guys? You know what? I'm just so done with this job.
Like,
I'm so done.
How long am I supposed to observe for fuck's sake? Like 5, 10, 15 years? Like, just give me another fucking responsibility for fuck's sake, right? Jesus Christ. Where's the salary increase?
He said I was getting handsy on this kid on a train. I didn't touch him. I saved his life, actually.
Peggy, I need you. Peggy, I need you. All right, stop protecting the rest of the multiverse. Okay, I need you. I've got a problem on my employer, and you are the only HR representative available, Peggy. All right, I really could do with you. But there you go. We pivoted there. I don't know where to go next.
Clutching at straws, here we are for some concept of the podcast this week. we are. But the thing is, again, it proves, yes, it did improve. However, the justification to have this giant battle with the Watchers just because the one Watcher that we're following decided to interfere when he shouldn't have isn't enough. There should have been more of a decision, more conflict on making those choices. We did have a little bit of that, but not too much. Or just to justify it in a different way. And also, why would you do a team up bit of What If in the final couple of episodes? Why couldn't you have these characters thread through at the beginning or the end of each episode? Just tail end it. Fine, that's fine. I mean, at least do that, just so we can then get used to it. We could see a Storm Thor episode. That would have been cool. And then we could have got a Birdie episode. That went directly after the Howard the Duck episode. We didn't do it. We didn't see it. So I'm kind of saying it improved, but actually did it.
Because you did say to me before I told you I was about to watch the final 2 episodes, you went, it does get better. And I think episode 7 was probably my favourite because then we move on to episode 8. We find out about UR2, UA2, UE2. What if? It's cool. It's cool. And we have about 10 minutes of this last episode is just a fight scene.
Oh, it's yeah.
Which again, what are they fighting over? They're fighting because the Watcher fucked up, and his other Watchers aren't happy about that. Yeah, okay, no shit. No, okay, fine. Yeah, warranted. Okay, yeah, all right. What are we fighting about? What are we trying to achieve here? Okay, yeah, all right, brilliant. That's enough for a Disney conglomerate, or conglomerate like Disney, should I say, to pay thousands of pounds to create this episode. It's for us to watch this unfold. Oh, you are properly delayed right now, but
am I back?
I don't, are you here?
Yeah.
Ooh, no, he's delayed, ladies and gents. Matt has given up the will to live. Right, we're going to do a clap, everybody. Live. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you heard that for yourselves. It's about 5 seconds there. Woo-hoo.
Good Lord.
Holy Jeebus.
Right, I'll just wait.
Even our recording software has decided enough's enough on this podcast. We use StreamYard, and even StreamYard's given up the will to fucking live. It's gone. You've done 36 minutes too much for this episode, guys.
Wrap it up, boys.
He's back. Yeah, I don't know, Matt. Save me, man. What are we talking about?
So we get the fight, we get the team up, become effectively they get the Watcher's powers, but then it just ends, doesn't it?
Yeah. We end with Doctor Strange now being the Watcher. Has he got a role?
This is like Supreme Strange, though, isn't it? I don't know what type. What Strange is it?
Supreme. But the last time we saw Supreme Strange, he was fucking he was worse. He was a villain. So what you've done there, right? What I think they've done there is they've replaced 3 people who were genuinely trying to do their job with a guy who wants to kill everybody. And Peggy and Watcher are looking at Strange as if they've solved everything's solved. Oh, it's fine.
Do you know what I thought they were gonna do? Is that at the end when they're fighting the Watchers and all that kind of stuff, and they were like, "You can't beat us. You literally stop it. You literally can't beat us. We know it's gonna happen." Yeah. You know, I thought they were actually going to kill them off. Yeah. I thought they were all going to die because then. One, justifies how fucking pointless this whole fucking thing has been, but then also justify the fact that nobody talks about it.
Yeah.
Right? In 616 or 6 or our Strange or our whatever, right? It then just kind of like it obliterates it away from the grand scheme of the multiverse. I thought they were just going to do that, and if they did that, to be honest, at this point, probably would have been a better choice.
Yeah. Or it would have been a nice time to get Loki.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's it. Like, it would have been cool to see Loki at the end of that episode.
Yeah. Because essentially, Loki in the mainstream cinematic universe, it's Loki pulling all the multiversal strings, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. I don't know, Matt. Is there anything? Should we fucking hell? Can we talk about what exciting things are to come? I tell you what. Before we do,
I know what I'm about to do.
Audience members, Have you enjoyed this series of What If? Tell us what you think of What If. Do you enjoy this madness? What do you like about it? Do you not like it? Let us know in the comments. In our hearts. just inform us. Are we the only ones that really are going 3-footed into this series, or I just don't understand it. Can't get to grips.
It was a pile of stinking shit. I'm sorry, everybody. We all know that. Don't tell me otherwise. You're wrong.
This liquid death or metal toxic. That's really fucked you.
Metal toxic. It's got me wide, mate. It's got me off on one. That's what it has. Do you want a bit of fan fiction?
Oh,
here we go.
That's what I need. That would cheer me right up.
Here we go, dear listener. Don't think you haven't come here for a poor episode. We give you nothing but content. We give you nothing but the best. And this is the best. Fan fiction is back. It is making a glorious return.
Yes.
I'm just in the process of trying to find something. Okay,
what?
So this is Marvel High School. Okay.
Oh, if you've managed to get 41 minutes through this episode, you deserve fan fiction, to be quite honest. So here we go. I'll leave it to you, mate.
Oh, fucking hell, it's quite long.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit, hang on. Oh.
Is it Howard the Duck and Darcy fan fiction?
Oh, okay.
I think that would be incredible. And if there isn't,
Howard the Duck's a good show.
I'm going to write some for the next podcast. You've got to read it out.
Howard the Duck, the pack goes to a late night movie and someone thinks it's time for Styles to make his move. I don't know if this is Howard the Duck, but shall I read it?
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm going to read it. This is from Bash FYL via the old fan fiction. So it's titled Howard the Duck, but it's in the category of TV shows Teen Wolf. So this might just be completely unrelated, but I'm going to read it anyway. Okay, you ready? As the pack finds seats in the door theatre, Styles looks around and wonders how they all ended up there. He takes his seat and watches as the others shuffle around until everyone is sitting where they want. Derek has ended up sitting to his right, and Lydia and Jackson are on his left. To Derek's right are Boyd, Erica, this is a lot of people, Isaac, Scott, and finally, Alison. God forbid Alison. Gosh. Fucking Alison's here too.
But who's to the left of Alison? That's what I don't...
Exactly.
I need more information.
If we've made this list, keep going, right?
And to the left of Alison was the stairs leading to the exit.
And to the exit was the reception area, where Clive, Barbara, and Stuart were working.
Stuart was to the left of Barbara, who was to the right of Clive. And suddenly they engage in an orgy. End of story.
Okay, I'll carry on. They're taking they're taking up a complete row, in the little balcony that they have to themselves.
There is more information. Jesus Christ. Sorry, go on.
Not many people come to the 10 p.m. showings, and tonight's movie was never going to draw a huge crowd. But Styles finds himself having a really hard time concentrating with Derek's everything pressed all up against him. Derek's everything. Feeling the heat of him, listening to his breathing, thighs brushing against each other, the occasional hand bump in the popcorn bucket. It's all too much. No one seems to notice the difficulty Styles is having except Lydia. Lydia notices everything. Fucking Lydia, she's got eyes like a hawk. All right, girls, you chill. But halfway through, Derek excuses himself to go to the restroom, and as soon as he goes, Lydia leans in over to Styles and whispers in his ears and says, "You should kiss him." Yeah?
Ooh.
Definitely. Yeah, okay. Styles isn't really sure about how he's about to go kissing Derek, at least without getting killed. What? He thinks about it for the rest of the movie, and as the movie winds down, the others start gathering up their things and making a run for the restroom, or in Jackson's case, to the car. They vanish so quickly, Styles and Derek are left alone. I'm going to carry on. And as they watch the credits, they see there are any Easter eggs. Styles leans in over to Derek. Lydia says I should kiss you. Do you want to kiss me? Derek gazes bouncing between Styles' eyes and mouth and leans towards him. I don't know. Maybe. Do you want to kiss me? Derek grins a little. His eyes sparkle in the dim light. I don't know. Do you want to kiss... Jesus fucking Christ. Are they going to do it?
This is not related to any Marvel related things whatsoever.
This has got nothing to do with Howard the Duck. When is Howard the Duck turning up?
I think Howard the Duck was to the left of Lydia, but no one noticed because he's too short.
Oh my God.
Jeez, I love that. I love that the start of someone's story would be Malcolm, who was to the left of Lydia. To the right of Malcolm.
Just so you know, dear listener, they do kiss.
Oh.
So he presses them. He presses their mouths together so softly, gently before pulling back, and Styles checks the eyes of Derek and says, "Yeah," and replies with, "Fuck yeah."
Oh. Who went to the toilet? Someone went to the toilet.
When?
Someone went to in the story, not in live.
I was going to say that. What?
In that story, someone went to the toilet, right? In that story. Because what I'm concerned about is, did they ever come back?
The restroom.
They went to the restroom, also I believe known as the toilet, and then the filming finishes. So were they all right? Did they come back?
Guys, where have you gone?
Is anybody in here? Oh well, hang on. Let me retrace my steps, Matt. I was left to Lydia, and Lydia's not here. and Malcolm was
so
to the
good.
right, was to the right of Lydia, and he's not here. Fucking hell. Genius. What a highlight.
Oh.
Cool.
Fan fiction's back, dear listener. There we go.
I love fan fiction. It's hit or miss territory.
It really
that was
is.
A hit.
That was an absolute hit. Well, I tell you what, we'll keep this fan fiction going because now, dear listener, we all know that there's a certain series that's about to make a grand return. For numerous years, it hasn't been on our screens, our little TV screens. Daredevil Born Again is on its way. It's coming out in March
the 8th.
Something like that. Which gives us the perfect amount of time for me and Forrest and you, dear listener, to go on a little Daredevil journey, just like we did with the boys from the very beginning. So we are going to go from the very top of the Netflix series of Daredevil and review it all the way straight through. If there's some extra content that we can do in terms of Jessica Jones, The Punisher as well, because they'll all kind of turn up as well. We know John Bernthal is coming back as well as The Punisher, so it might be cool to get that series out as well. So we're just going to immerse ourselves. Come on for the ride, because we're going to get ourselves into Hell's Kitchen. I might sport red every time we do this, just for fun.
Hell's Kitchen?
Cannot wait. Hell's Kitchen, yeah.
Gordon Ramsay rocks up.
Fucking hell.
Oh my God. This is reaching fever pitch.
Yeah. Matt Murdock, yeah. You want a steak?
Fucking raw.
Fucking raw. Where are the mushrooms, Matthew? Matthew, where are the mushrooms?
Open your fucking eyes, Matthew.
Can't you see? No, I can't. I'm actually blind. Fuck's sake. Yeah, okay. He's blind. Doesn't mean shit, though. You can still cook.
It's 2025, Matthew. Anything's possible.
Fucking hell,
sort it out.
Christ.
Excuses. What, honest to God, I'm sorry, listener. The jumps in different topics in this show. So yeah, Daredevil, properly excited for that.
You've never
really
seen it, have you?
Never seen it, so I'm
excited
as you can tell. Yeah, fully excited for it. Yeah, there we are.
It's a really good series. I mean, I'm really excited to watch it for the second time. I think it's going to be. I think this is going to be one of the top things that Marvel are going to do this year with this Daredevil series, and I really hope that it breathes life into something new. I hope it continues. I hope it has a renewal again after this. Kingpin's coming back. He's fucking brilliant. Just so good.
Did you hear have you heard the gossip or the news today about the trailer? So
No.
A lot of people, quite rightly, getting quite restless about the lack of Daredevil trailer. It was announced. I can't remember who announced it. I think it's one of the cast today. Basically, it's been the trailer has been delayed because of the LA fires. The series will start in March as usual, but there has been a delay on the trailer. It should have been out by now, but due to the LA fires, it's not been possible. So as soon as it's out, we will definitely pop out a video as a reaction video to that.
Amazing. Oh, I cannot wait.
Probably
We've also got
exciting.
news on Captain America, mate. So Captain America have just put out their runtime, and it is the shortest runtime that they've done in terms of all Captain Americas at 118 minutes.
Quite less than 2 hours.
Less than 2 hours.
Ooh, don't know what I think about that, Matt. That's not necessarily. I know we don't like long movies, but that worries me because that kind of feels like under 2 hours for a Captain America of the scale that we know it to be would imply to me not a lot is going to happen in this movie.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I shared my thoughts a couple of weeks ago in an episode. I am a little bit hesitant with this movie. I'm not sure how it's going to be received, but I just need to. I'm not going to go throwing in dramas or any judgments here, but we are going to be reviewing it. So when it does come out on the 14th February, do expect a little breaker from Daredevil. We'll get that episode out as well for you. We're also going to be jumping on Lights, Camera, Rant to be talking about that movie as well. And we're going to get Lee on this whole podcast where we review it ourselves. So can't wait. That's going to be great. Dear listener, and I feel like as we're wrapping up, do make sure you check out our interview with Vivian Kerr. It is a very, very good creative chat. So if any of you are budding actors, writers, creatives in any types of form, artists, have a listen to it. It is a very, and you can watch it on YouTube. Get into it because there's some really, really good points and really good stories there in terms of like creativity and her journey, and obviously the movie as well, Scrap, which is amazing. Talking about YouTube, Forrest, I don't know if you noticed. So far in 2025, we have been uploading every single week a video version of this podcast.
Oh, lovely stuff! Look at that.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff. And someone gave us a comment on YouTube and compared us to someone. I can't remember who that was.
Oh, really?
So this is the most boring reference I could ever bring up. But we got compared. We got compared to someone. We got a YouTube comment. I like to read them.
Shit.
It says, "Oh no, that wasn't it." Oh no, that wasn't it either. Ah, well, this was a fun little comment for me to add, wasn't it? Really.
Wow.
Yes. Well, that's
good, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Under a video. Oh, it was a video of me actually when we're talking about the Batman 2 cancellation speculation.
That caught a lot of attention for us. Ruffled a few feathers, my friend.
A few feathers. Someone said you sound so much like Christian Bale. I don't think I've ever had that. To be fair.
I think so a little bit.
Well, that sounds like you. That sounds
a little bit.
Quite the pity party you're giving me there, man.
No. Don't be silly there, dear Forrest.
Oh, you replied to it. You replied to that comment and said he really does.
I didn't.
You did. Well, I hope you did. Otherwise, we've been hacked. Someone, Don't Be a Hero podcast has said he really does. Ha ha.
It's our wonderful little admin fairy.
About it being somewhat intensive because otherwise I just don't feel I have the confidence. I always imagine that I'm going to get to set and the director's going to go, I don't even like this.
Well, that's not
Right.
me.
That is you.
That's Christian Bale. I see.
You see?
Oh.
It's a little bit like you. That's not me. That's not me.
Christian Bale. Wow. Is that what he sounds like in a normal? Wow.
Yeah, he does. He's got like a proper like, yeah, fucking. Like that.
Well, Christian, if you'd like to have the honour
Jump
of
on the
playing my
podcast.
brother in your next, have the honour of an interview. Come up. This will be another piece of real footage. There you go.
There we go.
Brilliant. Cool. All right. Well, nice to chat, Matt. You take care. Have a good sleep.
Fucking hell. Do you know what? Do you want to know the other? I'm going to finish up with another little anecdote, actually, if that's all right.
Yeah. That's fine.
That was the most fucking. No, I need to go. I want to leave. Fucking. Why have you said that?
No. Do take
It's funny. I promise. It was funny. Okay, so talking earlier about Superman and how much it means to me and Christopher Reeves, I then, when I was watching it, I was finding it extremely nostalgic and remembering of all the times of watching it as a kid and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I remember there was a time, it was my birthday, and my birthday cake was a version of Christopher Reeves Superman jumping out of the cake with his arm out and everything. And I was like, oh my God, I wonder if there's a picture of that. So I went to my mum and dad. I went, is there a picture of one of my birthday cakes as a kid having a Superman birthday cake? And lo and behold,
oh my God,
I was then sent
I haven't
this.
seen this.
I thought,
you never told me this.
I think, it's my 6th birthday party. I say my 6th birthday party. I got very excited about it because I was like, oh yeah, I remember, amazing, great times. And then they sent me this picture and I was like, hang on, that's not me. That's my brother. It was my brother's fucking birthday. It was my brother's birthday cake. It was not even mine.
Oh, it does look amazing, though.
It's amazing cake. I mean, it's like etched in my memory, that is.
What
Yeah.
I'd love to
Look
know
how
is
smug my brother looks, though. Look how fucking smug he looks.
he looks very smart. He looks proud as punch to have that cake. What was your cake in the same year? Did you just get like an orange or something? That would really be a kick in the face.
Just like, no, not even a cake.
This is your brother's birthday cake. Matt, we got you an aubergine in the fridge. All right?
Got you an aubergine.
You'll be happy with that. Thank you, Matt.
There's a brilliant photo here. Sorry, I'm showing you literally like photos of my family here, but so there's a photo here of me, probably about 3 years old at the time, and I'm clearly. Oh fuck. I'm clear. Oh Jesus, what's going on here?
Hello.
Oh no, it's doing a. God.
It's
Right, you can see I'm trying to blow the candles out from afar. Somebody is holding me back in this picture. Somebody is holding me back. And I'm clearly like, that's my cake. I wanted that cake.
This is just your villain arc.
This is my villain arc.
As a child, everyone else's cake
Yeah.
you just took for yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's mine. That's mine.
It's my cake.
That's mine.
It's my cake.
It's because your parents kept giving you aubergines. Oh no! I want the
An
real
aubergine.
I want a fucking cake. No more aubergine for Matthew, please.
Give me the fucking cake. Fucking cake.
The most absurd end to any podcast. Yeah.
Also, I went and saw
here we
Percy
go.
Jackson this week as well. No, it's
tried
Friday.
it.
Yeah, it was really good, by the way. The Lightning Thief. Go and check it out at the other Palace Theatre. It's very good.
Have you and Rachel had an argument tonight? You seem to.
Oh, so I've got another story. I forgot to tell you about this. I got to actually tell you another story. So it's funny you say that, Forrest. It's funny you say that. I have for the whole day set up 3 beds. Okay, I've set up 2
Brilliant.
single beds for my children. They've got brand new beds upstairs. And me and Rachel have been putting these beds together, I want to say, for about 9 hours. And do you know what? There were some testing moments. We had a defective bed as well. A bed that fucking wasn't clearly built properly. One worked, the other one couldn't get... There was something wrong with the joints and stuff. We're fucking around with it. We're agitated. We're getting angry. But did we have an argument? No, we didn't. And I was really surprised.
That's what a wholesome story.
Do you know, I think we passed the Mr. and Mrs. test today. We did really well. Proud of us. Yeah.
And if you're wondering, listeners, yes, that was a very thinly veiled version of Matt saying, I'm a DIY god who just put 3 beds together today. All right.
My hands are callous to shit, but I'll do it.
You give me a can of toxic waste. I'll fucking
Give me a
do
can of
anything.
toxic waste. I'm pretty sure I've got arthritis now, man. But I don't think that's how it works. But I can do it. Give me an Allen key any day, mate. People call me Top Allen. That's what people call me. You see, in the trades, I'm Mr. Allen. Mr. Allen key. Come in, fit your beds up. You got an Allen key? Yeah, of course I do. I got loads. I'll fix your bed up. Call me Alan.
And that concludes our review of What If. Bye, Matt.
Bye,
I'm Super
mate.
Daredevil.
Oh.